Welcome to the Sweet Buddies podcast. Life is better in the sweet. And now here are your hosts, Mike Albanese, Alex Pavone, and Chris Scopo.
Scopo, I didn't know you had a tattoo of New York City on your arm, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's Queens.
That's Queens. Yeah. That's so Queens. That's the most Queens thing you can do.
It didn't want Manhattan.
No, if I was really going Queens, I get a picture of like fucking Grand Avenue.
What's
Queens? It's in Queens.
Okay.
Did you guys know that I have a tattaoo on my ribs that says Memento Mori that I got when I was 18?
What?
Is it really?
Yeah, it means remember you'll die. I have it right here.
Remember
You're dark.
I know.
Your smile hides a lot.
I know. It's so funny now to say that because people are like, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah, I was reading a lot of romantic literature.
Memento what?
Memento Mori.
What is that from? What particular piece?
It's like a classic phrase. Like remember
The Alamo?
Remember the Alamo?
That's from Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Great movie. Large Marge.
That's what I got. Large Marge on my ribcage.
It's from
It means fat lady named Marge.
Well, you know when people say carpe diem?
Seize the day.
Carpe diem. Memento Mori is like the from the same time period as that. Yeah.
Okay.
Seize
The
the
less
day,
popular. Seize the day.
Like,
Remember
kill
you'll
yourself.
die. Yeah.
Okay, all
Well,
right.
I mean, that could be a positive thing. Like, remember you'll die, so live every day like it's your last.
Experience, yeah. Really take in, stay present in your experiences.
Yeah.
YOLO. YOLO.
Would you have gotten it tattooed in English? Remember you'll die? Or is it because it's in a
No, I was really into
ancient
philosophy
time?
at that time, so I remember like also it was very like symbolic of this like kind of macabre like tone that I loved. Like Edgar Allan Poe and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was very into it.
Are you still fascinated by it? Do you still keep up with the
I mean, I am weird,
Well, yeah.
I'm,
I meant more like
definitely-
literary.
Yeah, I'm definitely I don't read a ton about death, but I think about it all the time.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
I'm constantly thinking.
Like how you're gonna die, or?
I think about dying. I think about, like really taking in every moment and also like preparing myself for death emotionally. Like what's the last kind of like thoughts that I want to have and be like, okay, I'm ready to just like leave and let go of my life.
Should have got a union job.
Yeah. Yeah, instead of being like, fuck, I wasted years on open mics. No regrets. I would be cool with dying young though, because like then everyone will remember you. Was I saying this to you yesterday? I was talking to
I
somebody
feel like
about
we
this
were talking
yesterday.
about death yesterday.
Katie Hannigan coming in hot here.
Yeah.
Really hot.
I think
I
about
won't-
dying all the time.
I wouldn't give a fuck about if anybody remembered me or not. I want to live my own goddamn
Well, it's good.
life.
Good to
And
know
how
because
you
they
think-
won't.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what my whole
Set the scab
podcast
for a
was
while.
about. Apocalypse. We're all gonna die. That was our theme. That was our tagline.
Yeah.
We all die.
Great podcast. Right,
Great
Scopo?
podcast.
What's it's the thing that nobody wants to talk about, but it's the thing that everybody's going to have
I'll
to
talk
deal with.
about
Like-
it right now for the next hour.
Like our parents are all going to be dead, and we are going to eventually die as well. It's everybody.
Yeah.
It's everybody faces mortality, but
Yeah.
everybody doesn't want to talk about it as if it's not going to
Well,
happen.
our culture really denies it. We live in a culture that totally denies death.
People think they're gonna live forever because of technology.
Scopo, what's that
I
face?
think he's got to take a dump.
Oh, I thought you were like just so annoyed that I was like going there.
I thought he was
like,
crying because he was remembering his own mortality. I've done nothing.
Scopo, you're dehydrated, buddy.
Yeah,
Buddy,
you're
have
probably
water.
dehydrated.
I get stomach cramps when I get dehydrated. I tell you, I had it all through my childhood. I never realized it was because my parents would feed me shitty food.
Oh, just like bad, like processed food.
Oh yeah, it
And
was
no
all
water?
all little Debbie's.
You're a little Debbie gal.
Is that chocolate?
It's everything.
It's so chemicals. It's
it's
laced with
disgusting.
shit.
What's
Twinkies,
Little
like a
Debbie?
Twinkie,
Yeah,
is like a
yeah,
little
yeah,
Debbie,
yeah.
like little cakes.
Yeah,
Well,
like
this is great that we
stuff.
start off the podcast. One person has to go take a dump. We just don't even acknowledge it.
Well, the whole thing
That's
is
the
just a
sweet
big
buddies.
shit. So
I
yeah.
can't believe you guys have that gorgeous bathtub. You just have a bike in it.
It's his bike. It's Mike's bike.
First of all,
He
I don't want
uses
to
it
talk
for
about the bike
storages.
anymore. No one's ever used that bathtub, and it's not. 'cause
We'd
the
like
bike's
to.
been in there. The bike's been in there for a
The
year.
guy's got back problems. He
I
can't
would
take a
love
bath.
to fucking get a little Epsom salt poured in the old bathtub
2
and
years.
get the knots out of this back, but I can't because there's a goddamn 10-speed bike in there.
First
Hey.
of all, it's 12 speed. Also, it's been with 2 years. No one ever touched that tub. It was filled with
The bike's
dust.
been in there for a year.
Fuck yourself.
The bike's been there for a year.
So deny the fact that it's been there 2.5 years. 2 years, no one's ever touched that
I
tub.
haven't even lived here for 2
No
years.
one-
This is a gorgeous
Yes, you
place.
have.
I could really clean this place up. I could really do something good with
Start,
Do you
start
want
with
to?
getting rid of
Yeah.
that bike.
Yeah.
Why don't you use the bike?
Because it's fucking December, and I used it
No.
I used it for a year,
It's
and then
not
I
safe
stopped
to ride
used
a bike
it.
in this city. It's
I
not safe.
ride. I drive. I used to
Exactly,
drive it all
Mike.
the time.
Ride the bike. Well, I need you to get clipped. Buddy, think about the lawsuits if you get clipped.
Think about it, I could
But
move
it's
in
probably
here.
it's probably gonna be my fault.
I can move in here. I take
Dude.
your spot on the podcast.
You can move in right now.
Don't you?
Take
I'm
the,
ready.
take the living room.
Okay.
Don't you have to get to your room via ladder?
Yeah, tell us about your,
yes, I
your
do.
living situation.
So well, as you guys know, I was living in an artist commune.
Before we say that, Katie Hannigan, everybody.
Katie, thanks for
you.
coming to our house.
Hey.
Is this the first time you've been in our home?
Yes.
Nice,
I've been
nice.
wanting to come here forever.
Very
Well, ever
cool.
since I moved to the neighborhood.
Very funny comedian. What's your Twitter, just in case?
Oh, it's at Katie Hannigan. So please, follow. But my living situation has been fucked up. The whole time I've lived in New York, I've never lived in an appropriate place. I lived in the East Village for 4 years with a gaggle of girls. That was probably the best. We had no living room.
How many?
5 girls. We all shared a bathroom.
Nice.
That was when I lived with Kelly Fasuka.
Bobby.
My body.
Kelly
5?
Festuca. She's back in.
Fasuka. Shout out.
Did she left America?
She went back to Australia. She came back. Then she went back again. I lost track of her at a certain point. I think she kind of
She's kind of moved out
I don't
of the
know.
game.
I really don't know. But basically, in a nutshell, this is what happened. I was living in an artist commune for 2.5 years. My roommates were a variety of unstable artists and musicians.
And they said the same thing about everyone else. So you were one of the unstable artists.
Well, I was the most successful and also the normalest person in there, if that doesn't blow your mind. I was the most successful.
Get
and the
ready
most-
to die,
pretty
tattooed
normal.
on her stomach, but she was. That's
No,
incredible.
I'm not that normal. I can pass, but. So what happened in the artist commune? I had a leak in my ceiling. It destroyed my furniture. Then it took like 6 weeks for them to even do about anything. And what I found out was our landlord had put us on a month-to-month lease, and we never re-signed for the year. And so he had told my roommate that he wanted us to move out at the beginning of the summer before she went on a trip to Vietnam. She begged him to let us stay. Then all this shit started going wrong with the apartment, and she didn't want to tell him because she knew that he was gonna make us move out.
Wow.
So then there was a leak for 6 weeks, and I was in and out of town the whole time. So every time I would just come home and find water on the floor. I didn't know where it was coming from.
Jesus. Where? What neighborhood?
Ridgewood.
Oh, wow.
Cheap.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
hope to Christ.
I was paying $465 the first year and then $515. So I mean, it was worth it. But then there was bugs. I came back from Chicago. I was in Chicago. I was home for like 3 days before I was going to leave again. I went to sleep, and all of a sudden I saw out of the corner of my eye bug. I thought I had bed bugs because I had stayed in a weird comfort inn a few weeks before. I was like cleaning my room like a psycho, drinking coffee, spraying everything with alcohol. I thought 100% I had bed bugs, and I brought
You're
them
just
into my own
dousing the
home.
place with Sailor Jerry's.
Fucking
This'll work.
dousing, yeah. And I told my roommate, she was like, "Oh yeah, I saw some bugs like that, but I just thought it was fine." And then she tried to accuse me.
Forgot to tell you. Oh yeah, I think you have bed bugs. I meant to mention this to you weeks ago.
Yeah. She tried to accuse me that the bugs were from an old ass bag of flour I had in the kitchen, which did have bugs in it. But I was like, "There's no
Bugs.
different
Can't tell the
bugs."
difference between flower bugs and bed bugs, for God's sake.
These are wheatberry bugs.
Jesus
These are bed
Christ.
bugs.
Well, one of the artists worked at a mattress store, so he looked at them. He's like, "There's no way these are bed bugs." And then we found out they were coming from the hole that had never been patched, where the leak was. So we could like see, I can see them coming out of the hole. And so finally,
These just outdoor bugs, just creeping in.
well, then my roommate goes, "Then this is the best." She goes, "Well, we've always had bugs in the walls." I was like,
that's it.
"But they're in my bed and also in all my shit."
Well, they're not. Yeah, now they're out of the walls and into my life.
Well, we've always had bugs in the walls. Like, what? Then the power was always on and off, and then also we had mice. We had mice like the whole time I lived there. And as I was moving out, I said to my mom, I was like, "We have mice." She was like, "I'm not gonna do anything about it." I was like,
Mice
"This
are
is why I'm moving."
cute.
No, they were all over the stove and shit.
I'm joking.
So wait, well, tell me about what type of art these people did.
Yeah, what
so
art is-
5 total, or 4 plus you, or you plus 5,
Equals us.
Four total.
and then you.
So it was me. There was a dude who he would sing a lot of electronic ballads about. I'm not sure if he was confused sexually or but it was kind of like about his own experience. I couldn't really listen to it for that long. Another gal who
So
What was
there.
his day job? Was he the mattress guy?
The mattress guy was a writer, and he would watch like really violent movies in his room a lot, and
Seems adjusted.
and then the other guy's day job was he worked at some kind of music production place.
And he was a musician, I would assume.
He was a musician, and then there was one girl who was a visual artist. She was doing a project, and I don't want to shit on this too much, just because I'm really afraid that she could like listen to this and hurt me because she was kind of unstable. But her project was about.
Tell her to bring it on. We're waiting.
No,
I've been wanting to
afraid.
dance
She
with
has my
someone for
phone number.
months. Does she?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Her art project was about rape, and the way she would like tell you about it, she would be like, "Do you have a? I'd love to schedule a time to talk about my art project with you." And then she would want you to sit down for like 20 minutes and talk about like your experience with rape, if you had been raped, and then she would tell you about her art project, which was about rape.
You should do the Patrice O'Neill joke. You are raping my time right now.
What was the art project?
Yeah, well, I don't get the art.
Yeah, I'm
though.
looking
It
for
was
the art.
based on an obscure statistic from 1987. It was done on college campuses that says 1 in 6 women has been raped, but 1 in 23 men is a rapist. So she took 23 high definition photos of nude male models with a special prop that they brought, a choice from home, in front of their penis. Except one of the people had a sword for his penis because it was being used as a weapon. And so her art project, I actually never went. She spent about 2 years on this, and she just finally did it. I didn't go. I was out of town.
I wonder why.
But
I was out of town in Brooklyn.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
Katie, just watch Kicking That Thing.
Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. But anyway, it was like life size. It was life size prints of the nude males.
wow.
So was the guy with the sword the rapist?
Yes.
Where he was
Obviously, Scopo.
I don't know.
but he was to represent the. I don't think she found a rapist and be like, "Hey, do you want to take a rape photo?"
No, but I guess a big part of the project was that she was kind of forcing people to do trauma counseling with her as well, and like.
Completely uncertified.
But I swear to God, if she ever heard this, I would really jump off a bridge. But she also, I tried to do.
Are you guys friends?
No, she was not nice to me.
Why do you?
So then why are you scared of her? Come to me.
She was really unstable. She would act really unstable, and she would lash out at me, and then she would claim that she was acting out because of her past trauma, which I never got into because I was like, I don't want to hear about it.
If I know, I have to now know.
What would you put in front of your dick if you were
One
asked to
prop.
participate?
Good
One
question.
prop.
What?
I'd use Blue the fish tank.
Probably like a spatula.
Yeah, you're a big eater.
Yeah, I think a nice maybe.
The very thin shaft and a fucked up head.
Yeah.
Very square head.
It would be a soup ladle for sure. Perforated though.
I fucked a guy who had a weird dick like that.
really
A soup ladle dick?
Yeah, he was Australian, which also was
Old
weird.
matzo ball cock?
He was really
Foreskin?
cute. No foreskin.
Interesting.
Thank
But
God.
he was so cute. He looked. I swear to God, he looked just like Bilbo Baggins. He was very cute.
Bilbo Baggins,
Tiny little man. Little
The
hobbit.
the Hobbit.
Wait, what was wrong with his cock?
He had a tiny shaft, huge head. He
How
looked like
tiny's tiny? Like a tiny shaft.
Well, maybe
like,
I think the ratio is more important because it could be like a nice size
It
cock.
was like
shaft.
a normal size.
Shaft.
It was like I mean, like the dick was like normal, but the head was just so much bigger than the shaft. It was
Really?
like this.
No, you're actually that big?
No.
And
I can't remember.
it wasn't square though.
No, but it was like a big old dome.
It looked like a mushroom growing out of the forest.
I'm
side to
picturing the
side.
things that you smash
I always
hamburger
forget
meat with.
that,
What do you call
like, a
those?
meat tenderizer.
Yeah.
I always forget that, like, you guys all have dicks and, like, one of you might have a weird dick. And
No.
so, like, I hope you don't feel, I mean, like, you know, who knows, like, pussies can be weird, too, you know?
Pussies can be weird.
Some pussies got big old drapes.
Yeah, but they're all different. They're all unique.
different.
They're all
Yeah,
unique.
They're,
like
they're flowers.
They're like snowflakes.
They're like beautiful
They're all
flowers.
unique and they
Yeah.
all sparkle at a certain light.
What will you use in front of your dick for the rape project?
Bronzer.
Bronzer.
Joking. I have no idea. Gel.
Not bronze, I'm not a monster. Hey, Joe.
That's pretty
great.
good.
That's really great.
What would you put
I
there,
love
pal?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Blue's Fish Tank.
What would you really put?
I don't know.
Let's come on.
Come on, we're
What are
doing
you
a project.
putting
We're doing a
there?
thing. What, are we
Something
gonna...
that means a lot to me.
Well, just what do you
Yeah.
think? What would you choose?
My back roller.
Your back row.
Yeah, I'd use that.
Why, to cover the immense size of it? You fucking psycho. Why don't you put a little mini pencil?
Bingo. Oh, fuck.
A golf pencil. Just writing a note.
Is that a par four?
So what were the women in the project?
There was no women.
Oh,
It's
I
like
thought maybe the one in
viewer is the
6.
woman.
Is that
Oh, okay.
true? Is that a true stat that 23 guys
It was a survey done on one college in 1987.
Yeah.
But
Wait, so the
Well, that's enough for the
hold on,
world.
The rapists are just admitting they're rapist?
Probably an anonymous survey.
I don't know the
It's also a
details of the
lot.
survey, but I mean it was 30 years ago, so
I know if I
don't think it's accurate.
I know if I gave an anonymous survey, it was like, "Have you raped?" I'd be like, "Absolutely not." There'd be no way. Why would you ever do that?
Well, you're not a
like
rapist, though.
Right, but it feels like entrapment. Like if someone asked me, like, if you ever stolen from a supermarket, I'd be like, "Absolutely not," but I have.
That's true.
I
Yeah.
shoplifted.
Oh yeah, it's the best.
What?
So what would you put in front of your cock before we talk about
Well,
shoplifting?
I mean, I think I would do something kind of fun, maybe like my Twitter hashtag. You know, I say get my brand out there. My Twitter name.
I'd put a little pocket pussy in front of mine, maybe. Be like, "Ooh, gender stereotypes. Let's party."
Oh, I got another message that thinks that you jerked off in the shower.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Did you do it?
100% he did it.
He thinks he stepped in cum in the shower, and he started screaming at everybody.
I
And
stepped
it
in
was-
Mike's cum a couple months ago.
It's soap scum that's probably still there because no one's cleaned the fucking shower. So, but apparently it's my cum because
Well,
his
is
friends
it
think it's mine.
Is it?
It's impossible.
Hey, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
if you've ever jerked
We'll go.
off in the shower, then I'll fucking sit trial on this. Exhibit
Do you?
A,
This is
soap scum.
48 fucking episodes.
We're gonna have
talking
to-
about.
we're
That is still not enough time for the cum to get off my heel, you fucking asshole. Why would
looking
I
at me.
give a
He's
shit
got herpes
if
on
it's
his foot now.
fucking soap scum? Why would I care this much if it was scum? It was.
Scope scum.
It was.
What was my act down there?
I wish I stepped on jizz, not your act. But definitely it was Mike's cum. And for
Well-
sure.
0% chance.
He's making eye
1,000,000%.
contact, so I believe him. But that could just be a trick.
That's a trick.
It's 0%.
Yeah, zero.
The time in question, my girlfriend was here, and then
Doesn't
I was at
matter.
her place. Did
Doesn't
jerk off-
matter.
I did jerk
We're
off in
gonna
the
have to
shower?
interview her.
Did not jerk
I'll
off in the
recreate it
shower.
like the woman in Making a Murderer, that woman who's very mannish.
I did not
The-
jerk off in the
Kathleen
shower.
Zellner.
She's incredible. Did you watch the end of it?
No, we just watched episode 8 last night. I told Mike, I'm like, I don't want to watch it anymore. It feels like
Yeah.
it's going nowhere.
I watched 5 minutes of the first season of the first episode. I was like, this guy did it.
you
right
think
there.
so?
Right there. I saw his face, and I go, he has killed.
That's what I
his-
think 90% of America thinks.
Yeah.
They see his face.
His
and they're
face so.
I mean, he looks
killery.
trashy, which makes me think he's guilty.
He
Ugh.
did it. He did it.
like, but everyone in that town looks trashy.
The
100%.
people in that show look
They
rough
work at
as fuck.
They own a car trash company. Like,
Oh,
they're-
Stephen! I eat food out of a can. Oh yeah, poor Barb looks real haggard.
Yeah.
They also answer yes to every question. No matter-
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Did you go to the store today? Yeah. No.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Yeah, no. Yeah.
So you didn't go? Yeah. No.
Oh, yeah.
Huh? How could you interview somebody
I
like
mean,
that?
that
They're
whole,
actually
yeah, that
they're
whole
actually
town is
idiotic.
retarded. The whole town is retarded. I was just in
We don't use
Wisconsin.
that word on this podcast, so.
I do.
Please.
No, you're more than welcome. Yeah, no, you're encouraging it. Please do. You're in Wisconsin? We're in Wisconsin.
I was right by the State House, which they show in that show all the time.
Yeah.
I was at Comedy on State. We were like 1 block away from the State House. We didn't go anywhere. I didn't realize it was right by water, but because it was so cold, we couldn't leave the block. We
Yeah.
just went from the hotel to the club.
We were there.
Lake, what lake is that?
I don't know,
I don't
but
know.
like
It's a small lake.
it's
small
just a
lake.
lake in town.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
we were
yeah.
right by there too when we went up to Wisconsin.
No, that's Minnesota. Minnesota's the
No, we went to
lake.
Wisconsin. I
No, I
walked
know.
right by
yeah.
Comedy on State.
But Minnesota's the lake,
Minnetonkan.
the
That's
lake
Lake
state.
Minnetonka.
Lake Minnetonka.
1,000 lakes? isn't
Land
it?
of 1,000 lakes.
Lands of a thousand
that's-
lakes,
that's
Minnesota.
That's a
Minnesota.
butter.
Land
1,000
O'Lakes.
Land O'Lakes.
Land O'Lakes.
Yeah.
Butter.
I think Land O'Lakes is Florida. They call as there's a city in Florida called Land O'Lakes.
Is there?
It's right by Tampa.
Oh, yeah? Mike's lived in multiple places. He's had multiple jobs. So and Tampa's one of. Did you live in
Multiple
Orlando?
identities.
One of the jobs I used to do is I used to go jerk off in showers and not claim responsibility. It's a pretty cool gig to get.
Add that to the resume.
But it's a long
That's right.
list.
You were doing it for that was your passion project.
That was my art.
So wait a minute. We didn't get really into your new place.
So I now live in a Victorian mansion on 30th Road. Oops. Please edit that out. I don't want some fucking psychos coming to my house.
These
But
are the wrong
I live
people.
close to you
Get her
guys.
address too.
I live so it's a huge house. The dude who owns it and his mom live on the first floor. Then the
That's
second
already
and third,
creepy enough.
So
Yeah.
a dude and his mom.
and his mom.
How old is the dude?
The dude's 57.
Okay, that's weird.
The mom is like elderly and she's like kind of I guess she needs a lot of care. So he lives there and then the
Now he's a
second
sweetheart.
Now he's a nice guy. I feel like I'm
well, I mean, he's great. He texts me too frequently, but whatever. In the basement, they got laundry. The second and third floor is all rooms, bathrooms, and a kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Then at the third floor, there's a small little closet that has a mini fridge, which is my fridge, and a ladder, which is what I take to get to where I live in the attic.
Your ladder.
My ladder.
Your ladder.
Do you decorate it so people know?
I am not allowed to decorate or display any flags other than the American flag. That
No
was in my
way.
lease agreement. I cannot display any flags other than the American
Not even
flag.
inside your room.
I cannot put anything on.
How will they know? Do they go into your room and check
He
for
won't
flags?
know, but I actually do have Post-it notes on the wall because I use those, and I used to have my whole wall was full of Post-its for my bits, but it's so tiny. It's hard to. I have the floor space. I have one yoga mat, and then I have a couch. I have my bed, built-in dresser, built-in closet, of a small counter, and that's the whole room. I'll show you guys a photo.
Yeah, I want to see it. You're not like walking around like fucking
You
cramped
get all
up.
the
You can
dust.
walk
No, he would
upright.
be though. Yeah. I'm upright, but
I could fit in there too.
I've already fallen off the ladder.
No.
Multiple times.
No.
Yeah, I fucked my hand up because I was, and also I can't smoke weed in there, so I like started eating edibles like more frequently, and that was when I really fucked my hand up and I fell off.
Oh man.
Yeah.
How high is this ladder?
Yeah.
Is it like
It's
a little
about
bunk
9
bed?
feet. It's
Nine.
like a real.
That's like a ladder.
That's a
fucking
ladder.
high.
It's a ladder. Like if I was taking from here, and then I don't have like a full size door. It's a mini door.
What if you're drunk?
Well, how do you get your clothes up and shit?
I just drag it. I carry shit up there all the time. I'm like a fucking monkey. That's why I keep falling off because I'm not being careful. I'm like a fucking monkey.
Yeah,
in the
this
ladder.
is your fault. Not that you have to get
The
your
rent is
residences
cheap
in.
though. That's
Yeah, it
that's the
wasn't
thing.
like she moved in and then they were like, by the way, a ladder. Like
No.
you knew about the ladder
But still,
going in.
I knew about the ladder. Okay,
9
so
foot
this
ladder is a big
This is what
fucking
the room
ladder.
looks like.
Okay, yeah.
So it's tiny, but I mean, I've been on the
Okay.
road so much. It's like I'm not even there.
I feel like it's also in my mind. I thought it was gonna be like dark, like a church or
It's got
something,
a skylight. This is the other side of it. So then my bed's like built in. I have a little bookshelf.
and a terrified lady.
I hear someone coming up the ladder.
Who's taking this picture?
Well, the thing
So
I was.
you can't like shut anybody. You can't like. Is there a place you could like put something over the ladder so no one gets up?
I can lock the door.
It's a floor door.
It's a door, so
Yeah,
It's a door.
yeah.
You walk out and then go down the ladder.
you open the door, you go down the ladder. The door's like about 3 feet tall, so you have to like climb up
And then crawl in.
and crawl in. And
New York is so fucked up.
it's cheap. It's $800 for everything's included.
You climb
That's
a
a
ladder
lot.
and crawl into your home. It better be.
That's more than here.
Yeah, really. That's why I want to move in with you guys. I'm trying to find a different place, but I'm also like I just fucking moved everything.
I just
What are you
picture
doing?
you
You would love the ladder,
climbing up and crawling in.
I know.
This guy with a little ladder, get a little action going for you.
That's
Well,
I would love to see Olivia's face if she found out you moved into a ladder room.
Mike came to look
the
at it
fuck
with
are you
me.
wrong with you?
yeah. Like what
Mike
did
came
Mike?
to look, yeah, he was like, it's great. He was like, it's a nice house. The guy takes care of everything. Actually, he was so funny though. He didn't say anything the whole time, and then he's like, "Hey, my friend, what's she gonna do if there's a fire?" And the guy's like, "Oh, don't worry. There's a fire. There's a ladder. There's a skylight. There's a ladder. I pull the ladder down, climb up it, hook a pulley onto myself, and then I scale down the side of the house."
Oh, I thought you were gonna zip line.
Yeah,
That
basically,
fucking
yeah.
30th.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So there's
Have
a
you,
fire.
have you practiced yet?
We haven't done any drills. We
You
haven't
should do
done
a
any drills.
drill.
You got to do a fire drill with this guy.
But the thing that's really scary, which I asked Mike about it, and where I showed you, there's a closet.
Mike, your boyfriend, Mike. Just so everyone.
Oh yeah, sorry, Mike V. there's a closet on one side, right? You saw the little door, and then on the other side by the bed, there's like a little bookcase which opens up, and those open up into huge portions of the house that are just like empty, vacant attic. So I'm
Finished?
No, it's totally
Oh,
unfinished.
okay.
So I'm kind of afraid that someone could be hiding in there. I never lock the door, so my fear is that someone
Like
will.
the voyeur?
Yeah, like someone will climb up the ladder, go in there,
Hide there.
and then I'll sleep, and then they'll come out
Murder
and
you.
kill
Little
me.
drill?
Yeah,
You're not scared. You're not scared of murder, though. Oh no, what are you not scared
Death.
of?
Death.
Death. Murder. You're
I
terrified.
don't want to be.
Yeah.
Murdered.
Yes, of
You know,
course.
but memento mori.
If I'm getting murdered, I want it to be immediate. I don't want to look down, see blood, and then die. Like I want it to happen.
You want someone to shoot you right in the
I don't
head?
want to be like raped and
I
murdered.
think so. I don't want.
Me too, pal.
You want to be the shooter?
I also don't want to have like it's like this whole thing where you lose all dignity as a murder victim because it's just like on TV now, and then they're interviewing all you guys. You guys are doing bits. I'm like, come on, come
What
on.
would you rather have? Us do bits? All your friends do bits?
I would do a bit.
On the news? Or one last thing is your bit. That's your
Someone's
dignity.
like plugging their late night set.
That's my credit
Yeah,
when I come
yeah,
up
he's
stage.
got, like, the Twitter handle.
Katie Hannigan was murdered. This guy was interviewed. CBS 2.
Well, we all saw it coming when she moved into that attic, but it was cheap.
Comedian Katie Hannigan was murdered, and we couldn't use any of the footage from her friends. It's all just New York Comedy Club on 4th. Like, all right, come
Yeah,
on.
you guys would be like doing impressions of me too. Oh, I'm Katie Hannigan. I'm a fucking weirdo. You know?
Is that what you think you are?
That's your impression.
That's your impression of yourself?
Oh, I'm a weirdo. I took a ladder upstairs.
Oh, I took a ladder, then I was killed.
I hope nobody was spying on me.
Wait a minute. Can I ask you a question about the fire escape place?
Yeah.
What do? You climb out a window and you hook yourself to something and then you scale down the house.
Scale down the house, yeah. I mean, basically,
into the Katie verse, you know what I mean?
into the Katie verse. God willing. I mean, the other reason that I moved here is because it's like 10 minutes away from my boyfriend Mike V, and like if there's a fire, I'm just gonna call him. I'm gonna be like, baby, there's a fire. You gotta come get me.
And he's gonna scale up the wall. Come
Baby,
get
there's
you.
a fire. You gotta come.
Mike would do that.
Mike looks like a retired
he-
firefighter,
Yeah.
by the way. He looks like
Yeah.
he's an actual firefighter.
He
Yeah.
looks 100% like a firefighter. He can't put out a fire, but
People,
think he
I
could.
imagine he would walk around the street. A lot of people got to look at him and be like, "Hey, never forget." Like, oh my god.
Is he a manly? He looks like a manly man. Like
he's so manly. Yeah, that's why I like him.
Does he
He's so
like
masculine?
what do you call this? Hammer?
Does he hammer?
Does he hammer?
He added an emotion.
No, he doesn't.
Man, is he the opposite of you?
Woodwork.
He's busy. I mean, he works all the time, so it's like I don't know if he would like.
Scopo's shitting again. Shit.
See, pal.
It's
No,
good
but, like,
that you're getting it out.
Well, doesn't he have hobbies like that? Like his pastime is, does he do?
No, man. I mean,
Woodwork.
he just fucking grinds. Like he writes. He writes a ton. He's on the road a lot. So he doesn't have any. I mean, like when I go over there, we're like both so exhausted. We like eat dinner, we like have dinner, and then we just like chill on the couch for like hours. That's
That's
like
it.
all we do.
That sounds great.
And fuck.
But like if a shelf fell, could he put it back up?
Yeah. What
think that's what
happens
he's
if a
asking.
Shelf
I mean, he
falls?
could, but I don't think he'd be like, I don't have time for this right now.
Call the shelf.
Just
guy.
shelves falling all over the place.
Nah, I'm not
doors
missing
hanging off
it.
the wall. I don't got time for doors.
Well, it is funny. I can talk about it. I know he'll never listen to this, but he goes, he was like, he's like, me and Dan bought these blinds like years ago. We bought blinds and, we like gotta put them up because he was talking about he wants to get like a new bed and stuff. And he's like, I gotta, he wants to like redo his room.
He's sleeping on a
everything.
pile of feathers. I don't got time for beds.
I got time for beds. But I was like, babe, just get a guy to put the blinds up. He goes, babe, we're guys,
Yes. Okay.
You'd rather not have blinds than have somebody else put your blinds
He's like,
up.
also they already have blinds. He's like, these blinds are shit.
That's
I would
great.
never say that. I would rather have someone put the blinds up
That's
for
what
me.
I said. I'm like, just
though
have a guy put the blinds up. I'm like, Sam Rubinoff will do it.
TaskRabbit, $20.
That's
Little-
Rubinoff.
That's what Rubinoff does.
Oh, he does TaskRabbit?
Yeah, but there's-
I could imagine Sam Rubinoff coming in with,
That's what I'm
with a
saying.
tool belt falling off of his jeans. You're like, I'll put it up.
Can you imagine though that you go to fucking get someone on TaskRabbit and then Rubinoff just like
Hello,
there should-
hostages.
Yeah, there should be a picture of him so you could be like, no, this man's not putting together my bed.
Oh, they don't have profiles of the people
No.
coming into your
It's
home?
not like a dating app.
no,
Yeah, but somebody's
It's like,
coming
do
into
I
your
want to
house.
fuck my errand runner?
yeah, but for Rubinoff,
The Uber guy has a photo and his name. Like the guy that's going to enter your home doesn't have to have a name. How has that slipped through the cracks?
or someone, yeah, like Sam's back is fucking horrendous.
He's like, hey, I
There's
need
no
some work
way.
done. It's like a roulette for fucking somebody that's not going to be a serial
Could you
killer.
imagine I show up and I'm so inept? I'm like, anywho, trying to find a husband.
That's your task.
That's my task,
Looking
yeah.
for a wife. I'm here. I
Yeah.
live up a ladder.
I mean, I would be so retarded. I would just go to like the ladies' house and be like, oh, gals, right? Who can do this? Who can wrap their mind around?
That could be your task.
Cupboards.
Lamenting.
Lamenting.
You just go and lament with other people that nothing can get done.
I'm like, gal, you going through a breakup?
How long have you and Mike been together?
So we started dating in the summer. So it's been, I guess it's been like 5 months now. It's been like 5 months.
And did you get him anything for the holidays?
I am getting him something. I haven't gotten it for him yet, but I'm getting him. Getting him a new like bed set. So I'm like putting it together. I'm gonna get new pillows.
You're putting it together.
I'm putting it together.
It's like how Homer got Marge a bowling ball. Like it's just mostly for me.
No, he wants it. He wants it.
So
But
so what is it? It's a
I'm getting him like nice sheets. Like a night. I want to get him like a down comforter and like a
Nice.
cover. I need to do it today. I need to like get my shit together and order it. But me and Mike are going to Aruba.
oh wow,
That's
We're
gonna
going
be
to
so
the
much
comedy
fun.
club there right before Valentine's Day. I'm so thrilled.
that's wicked.
We're gonna have such a good time. Mike's staying the whole week. I'm always staying for like 5 days.
Have
gonna
you
be
ever,
great, though.
Have you ever been to Aruba?
No, I've never been. I'm like
It's amazing.
I was like, he told me he like brought it up a while ago. I had been messaging that guy ever since I did Colbert because I was like, I'm dying to go to Aruba. Mike was like, I'll put a word in because he works that club, and he just texted me and he's like, are you good for these dates? And I'm like peeing my pants. I'm so excited.
That's
I'm gonna fuck
wicked.
my man in the sand.
It's not as I don't think it's as fun. I don't think I've ever had sex in the sand I've had sex on a beach, but
Yeah, no, that was a joke.
You gotta-
I don't want to get sand in my pussy because
Well,
that
yeah,
could
it
turn
just-
into something.
no, I had sex in a lake once or in an ocean
Ew,
once, and
a
it was a
lake.
terrible
Yuck.
No, it was the ocean. Now that I'm
At
thinking,
least
but
the
it
ocean
was the
is-
Gulf, so it might as well have been a lake.
Yeah, very briny.
Yeah, it didn't. I was against the whole thing, but I kind of got to.
You had
Yeah.
sex in the Gulf of Mexico?
Yeah, it wasn't a good idea.
Florida's taint.
Well, it is now.
Ew.
That's what David
I got
tells
Florida
us.
taint on my taint. It was
David tells us, the
bad.
taint of Florida.
The Gulf.
It was not. I didn't like it. I wasn't having fun, but I stayed hard the whole time.
I've only had sex
So I was
one
like, I guess
time.
I did like it. A
You
little
only
bit.
had sex one time.
One time, and it was fun.
I believe it. It was fun.
One time outside, I've only had sex.
I think I had sex in a cornfield once. So Indiana.
Cornfield.
You are from Indiana.
Yeah.
Fuck me in the corn.
I mean, and it was awful. I was like, I'm not even wet. It was not fun. I hated it. But we'll see. I mean, like,
Was it a scarecrow? What,
I fucked a scarecrow. Yeah. Diversity.
what do you think you? I have a good resume.
That's diversity in Indiana. Fucking a scarecrow.
There's just a skinny, tall guy. Like, yeah, it's
Fuck in a cornfield? That's terrifying.
Yeah, and it was.
Well, hold on.
It was very scratchy.
What year? What time of year was this? Is this harvest
Autumn.
season? This is
was-
right around
okay,
harvest.
This was a guy I used to date. We went apple picking. My old college boyfriend. We went apple picking.
Already
One
sounds
thing
like a
led
great
to
day.
another. We started fucking in the cornfield, and then I'm like, this isn't good, And then we stopped. He didn't come. I didn't come. I certainly didn't come in a cornfield. No.
It's either pumpkin patches or nothing at all. That's the Hannigan way.
Yeah, I'm like, let me fuck in an area where everyone can see, right?
Yeah.
What a very farming day, though. Apple picking to corn
Yeah.
fucking.
The John Deere comes barreling by, and you both come immediately.
Yeah. That's what we call an Indiana porn.
She had sex in a cornfield in Indiana.
Yeah,
nice,
didn't
cool.
come.
I had sex on a roof once, and well, yeah, it wasn't like an angled roof. It was
This feels dangerous.
just hanging on the shingles.
Yeah. Someone rolled off.
I didn't like it either. I didn't like it. I was nervous.
Scope, did you ever have sex outside? As you come in from your sixth shit today.
I'm going for the baker's dozen today. I'll tell you.
Yeah, oh, buddy, you're
13.
shitting your ass off.
Yeah, I think so. I would say yes. A lot of cars in Queens. We do sex in a lot of
Yeah,
cars.
fuck on hoods.
You got a
Yeah.
sandwich on the hood. You're banging on the spoiler.
Yeah.
That's what they call a Queen's threesome.
Oh man,
I think so. I think I had sex in a park once, which was not
Ooh.
good.
like a jungle gym.
There's a lot of rats in New York City parks.
Yeah, on a bench.
You fucked on a bench, yeah.
A bench, yes.
On a bench.
A homeless man's bed.
Yep. Yep. Thinking about it now.
I had sex on
Sorry.
the beach one time, but you have to have a big blanket because there's too much sand. You
I
got to
mean,
have full
I don't
coverage.
know how it's gonna go, but
It's worth a shot.
we'll try it out.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys know. I'll come
Yeah.
back, tell my business to your podcast.
Let's go. Let's have a good time. That's great.
I'm so excited though. I can't wait to go.
I heard you're going to Aruba.
I'm going to
I heard that.
Aruba
You're doing
with
a
Mike.
Aruba race?
Aruba race.
Are you doing it or are you just going?
Yeah. I'm
Nice.
doing it. Yeah. I'm so excited.
When are you going?
February 4th to the 8th.
It's the perfect time to leave the city.
It's the perfect time.
It's
Also,
like
it's,
right
by, it's
when
right
this-
by Valentine's Day, which is going
Yeah.
to be so nice because then we'll like be in love and we'll be together. But it's it's so like tough because it's like, he travels a lot, so it's like sometimes we don't see each other for like a week and a half.
But that's kind of
weeks.
perfect, right? Because you're also
No, I
traveling.
want to see him every day.
Yeah, but you're traveling too, so it's like
She's
you
a
both-
ladies
I
want to be
understand
around
that.
the guys all the
But
time.
you're also traveling.
That's
so
why yours
it
lives
makes
2,000 miles away.
True boy.
No, I want to like smother him. I've already been like, we can move in. He's like, nah, okay.
Yeah, when you fall off the ladder the seventh time, you're like, I can move in with Mike. Yeah.
yeah.
Meanwhile, you're Kevin McAllistering your own ladder. You're putting goo up so you can slip every
Yeah, I'm
time.
like, Mike, you fell. I can't live there anymore.
Every time I go up, a paint can smashes me in the face. What am I gonna do?
Yeah.
Show up with a cast one time, being like, I fell again. See
Maybe
your
I
sympathy.
fell, yeah.
When is it too early to, or when is it? Yeah, when's it too early to move in with a guy?
I think anytime.
That's it. That's the answer.
You're getting,
Anytime.
you're getting closer
I've
though.
never lived with a man before. I'm 32.
I mean, I've
Never
never lived with a
woman.
woman.
Yeah.
I've never been on a vacation with a woman.
Really? I've
What?
been on vacations with boyfriends. But I think I wouldn't move in anytime before the first year because I don't want to rush it. I would hate to rush it and then like it's not working out and then have to like go through a breakup.
Well,
you
see,
know?
it's a lot to. There's a lot to think about. I think because it's not only now we're going to cohabitate, but also we got to sign a lease. Because that's like you're like fuck.
I wouldn't sign the lease. I let him do it. You
Did
know.
you just
Yeah.
move into his place?
I mean, probably. I don't know. I don't know if Dan would be okay with it. I'm talking like we're actually gonna move in. I mean, in
You
an
got
ideal world,
packing tape with you.
in my ideal world, I would get a job, make a lot of money, and then like get my own apartment and like decorate it, and then he could move in with me. You know, like that would be nice.
That's a hell of a world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to be a part of that
That's
one.
my fantasy. Yeah, you guys can move in too. I'm gonna have a big old house.
The decorating part of you sort of lost me, but if you came over in my world and decorated for me, back in with that fantasy. I'm very
I want to
lazy.
move in with you guys. This place is sweet.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, give it more than just
I mean,
an hour here.
It's a little like cluttered with shit.
The,
But you
the
know,
thing about the thing that mostly sucks about this place is that
people that
they're
live
all
in it.
here. So no, it's no matter how hard you clean, and me and Pat have like bleach scrubbed this place down,
and
it's just
Scopo.
why is your
sorry.
thumb pointing to that?
I don't know.
I've cleaned my room.
Yeah, you
and
have.
it's still fucking dusty.
Yeah.
It's
but you
still
guys, you guys
dusty.
got like a lot of crap. Like what's that?
First, you're saying you guys.
Scopo is
Oh,
close.
those are. I have to give that to Goodwill, and I just haven't.
See, you gotta get this crap out. That's a
Yeah.
fire hazard, my man.
The problem is it's just so old that no matter how hard you clean it, it's still no. It's perfectly clean. It looks old and dirty just because it's dingy. It's just an old place.
Oh, let me in here for a couple hours. I'll scrub the
How
shit out
much
of
do you
this
need?
place.
How much money for you to take this whole place to a new
No,
level?
I would never do that. I would.
Oh,
I
you
would
meant you were perked up like you're about like you're like, I'll
if,
do it.
If I lived here,
Sure.
I would fucking do it up. But like, I can't.
But what about for money, American?
No, I mean for like $500, I guess. Maybe.
Today
I don't need
Scopes
money,
was taking a shit, is like sick shit, and I had to brush my teeth in the sink over there in the kitchen, and I was going to bring my toothbrush back to my room because I didn't want to fuck. Scopo was still shitting, and I dropped my toothbrush and it went under a table, and it was fucking disgusting. My I have to throw out my
Yeah,
toothbrush.
it's done.
It's disgusting. The toothbrush is done. I cleaned it with soap. I don't think I could use it.
Can you stop clapping right in front of the microphone?
I'm sorry, I'm disgusted. And and our house is gross. So based
We
on
always gotta get a cleaning lady.
the
in here.
second that that toothbrush was on the ground for, less than a second, the amount of filth on that fucking thing was disgusting.
Here's the problem. This is the cleanest this house has ever been.
It's not true.
Not currently, but since we've had this house, the cleanest it's ever been. When we moved in, me and Pav did a crazy scrub down, and it was. I thought I was like, I'm just gonna live on the street because it was so fucking disgusting. But we do need to get a good scrub going on in
But
here.
just get a cleaning lady that comes like once a month.
We
$60.
have Nancy. She's out to lunch. This fucking
Nancy
lady.
stinks.
You gotta
at
get a
cleaning.
different
She's a
lady.
sweet
some,
lady,
some
but it's
ladies,
just-
some ladies say just fucking piddle around. Like you need a
8
lady.
hours. One
She's a
time.
piddler.
She watches
She's a
Narcos.
piddler. She's a
No,
piddler.
you gotta get a lady comes in, does the bathroom, does the kitchen, does the living room. She's out.
She's
3 hours. That's it.
She's
Yeah,
gone.
we need to get
We can't
somebody
have her
else.
back.
Yeah, we gotta have somebody else.
I
we
tried to
should do
get
that
one of
though.
mine,
Like,
but
maybe-
she
Who's
wanted
coffee?
like
Can I have a drink of this?
yeah, sure. She wanted so much money. The one
How much?
it's like 110 or something like that.
so much money.
That's
Yeah.
fucked up.
Well,
no,
she was
it's
also
like
coming
like
from like
50,
Mass
20
Beth.
bucks an hour, everything included.
Yeah, 60
like,
bucks.
I think she
is what it is.
calculated the fact that she was coming from like Mass Beth, which is not easy to get from here to Mass Beth.
Then you get a different lady. You
Yeah.
gotta get a
Yeah.
different
Oh,
lady.
she's got a move.
You know, Amazon does cleaning services.
No.
Yeah, Amazon.
Amazon.
You can order a cleaning lady.
Yeah, what's gonna happen with Amazon once?
I don't know. It's not gonna be good.
Do you think?
I feel like a white bitch talking about cleaning ladies. You come into my home, you clean the kitchen, then you're out of there, Rosita.
Yeah, but when I lived in Bushwick, I had an old white lady clean. It's not. I don't think it's a racial thing. It's like someone. It's a service that needs to be done. Someone's willing to do it. You know.
Called a joke, Mike. Jesus Christ.
I'm having a conversation.
Jesus, she's making a joke here. You're
You
making
think-
it real.
You think Amazon's gonna fuck us with the rent?
Yeah, I
Fuck.
do. I think the whole area is gonna skyrocket. I mean,
Even
I don't
this
know.
place? You think a goddamn tech guy is gonna come into this place and live with
I
fucking?
think your landlord eventually, which is what happened to me in Ridgewood, because our place was getting pretty dilapidated. Your landlord eventually, they're gonna get to a point where they're like, I'm getting older. And this also happened to me in the East Village. I have to renovate the whole apartment, try to get more money for it, so I like cover myself for like the next 20 years. Because it's like they're not gonna rent out this place for the next like 20, 30 years as is.
They gotta gut this whole place though.
Yeah, this whole
They
place
will.
is goddamn.
Here's- They will.
Here's the thing that is okay is that the landlord's family lives downstairs and they live in filth and they don't care. So I don't think honestly that they even know that Amazon is moving here or care or know what that means.
I don't think they know either, but
No,
their brother
they-
might know.
They take cash only for rent.
Oh, that's good.
So like I don't even think it's on the books that this is even rented. So they're not gonna try to get crazy.
Man,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
think.
move in with you guys. I mean, well, I think I'll be okay. I'm living in a fucking attic.
Yeah.
So
Nah,
yeah, there's
they want to come in for that fucking.
Jeff Bezos might take over.
You don't
your
think a
attic.
guy making $300,000 a year?
is gonna want to climb a ladder?
I think he will.
Yeah.
well, I don't know. The other rooms in my house are like the dude was like, "Do you want to move into a different room?" And I was like, "How much?" And he was like, $1,100. I was like, "You're out of your mind."
I think that we're going to be okay because there's so much unoccupied inventory. I'm sorry to be serious when we're having jokes, but there's so much unoccupied space
Someone's a little fucking butthurt. Jesus
in Long
Christ.
Island City. All those high rises are completely unoccupied. There's a ton of them still going up. That's where everyone's going to live.
Yeah,
Out here
I
in
hope.
Astoria area, it's not. I don't
I
think we're going
hope.
to get too much.
You know, we just gotta. I mean, this whole city is.
Also, they're going to hire from within New York, so people already live here.
This-
No one's going
That's true,
to. No one's going
that's
to move
true.
from
That's a really good point,
Williamsburg
dude.
to get to Long Island City.
That's a
Like
really
it's
good
not
point.
going to. It's going to get like with the retail area is
I
going to get
hope
fucked.
they
But that's it because
Higher in within the city.
They'll
Well, that's
hire a
why
lot
they're,
within
that's
the
why
city.
they're moving to New York because they're like, oh, we need a talent pool. But you know what's so fucked up and why I have no faith in humanity because I'm like, fuck Amazon, and then I would just order. I'm like, that's where I get my matcha.
Yeah,
I get it
exactly.
delivered. I have a subscription. I get my matcha. I have to have it.
It's hard to stay
That's where I
true
get
to
my
yourself.
that's where I get my monodoxil.
Do you?
What's
Yeah.
mononoxil?
Monodoxil?
Yeah. Is
It's
it medicine?
hair regrowth.
Really?
Scopo's going bald.
Really? Are you sure? You have a ton of hair,
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm
dude. Were you
gonna-
receding on the side? You're getting a little Nicolas Cage?
No, it's the hair over here is fine.
Check the
Back.
drain in the shower.
Uh oh. Let's see. Turn around. Dude, I can see nothing.
that means the monodoxil's working.
Yeah.
That means he better not lose his prescription.
You're taking like budget pills from the internet?
It's like drops.
Yeah, I'm gonna take like a week off though because my head's burning.
Is it? Is it
You're gonna
actually?
chemical burn your hair
My
right
head
off your
is
butt.
itchy and it burns. I feel like I'll just go like this. I'll just cut my head.
Are you not supposed
what
to?
What the fuck?
You are using too much. You've even said
You
I'm
put a lot
overdoing
on.
it.
I gotta make sure I get every part of it.
And meanwhile, you're splitting open like a coconut.
Hey, as long as they can't see the splits and my hair looks full, I'm happy.
I think it is looking full though.
Yeah, your hair looks
Nah.
great. Your hair looks great. You don't look anywhere close to being bald. I didn't see a bald spot at all.
Thank you, Katie. I appreciate you.
I kind of have a little bald spot.
You're balding?
Well, not really.
You're not balding.
Where?
Stop.
When I used to get my hair cut by this guy who had face tattoos named Star, and he would be like, "You can never part your hair here because you have a bald spot."
Don't listen to
Where?
Star. Don't listen to anyone
here
with a
and
face
here.
tattoo.
That's
I
your
just have a weird
forehead,
hair. I just have
Katie.
a weird hairline, I think.
That's what people
Yeah.
say to me, but I'm balding.
Are you?
And you don't want to do anything about it.
Buddy.
I'm trying to help
Buddy,
you.
I have a personality. I'm gonna fucking
It's
ride with
true.
that one for a
I
little
used
bit.
True,
to, I
very
used to
true.
date a guy. I dated a guy who took that pill. What's
But
the
then it
pill?
fucks your boners up.
It did
No.
fuck his boner up.
It's only for 5%.
No,
of
they had like a
people.
class action lawsuit. Some people were like, I could never get
Propecia.
Propecia.
It makes your dick fucking.
But also, women aren't even supposed to touch the pill because it'll like get into your skin and it'll like
I take
ruin your
finasteride.
reproductive.
What's how much things are you
Crazy,
taking?
yeah.
That's crazy.
Finasteride stops like your hair from shedding.
And what's the other one?
Propecia
do?
grows
No,
your
not
hair.
Propecia.
Monodoxil.
It makes it grow.
Yeah.
So you have multiple things going
I
on.
got a lot going on.
Does
You're-
finasteride keep it off the shower floor too?
It's a lot. You know what?
We got to get you some more finasteride.
First off, it's not that much on the shower anymore because even you said it. To
Oh
me.
no! I had to drag a big old
And that
blotch
wasn't-
off
you
with my
know-
toe.
Ew, right
No.
with them.
I go, yeah. No, every time I
That
do it,
wasn't
I'm
me.
like,
That was actually it was Natalie the other day. She showered here, and I saw a piece of hair, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta get that," and I just forgot to get it. So that was definitely.
oh,
her.
cool, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
No
My
worries.
hair comes out a lot. My hair comes out a lot in the shower. It depends on like what I eat though. I think like if I eat like a lot of lentils and I take a lot of vitamins,
Yeah,
my hair falls
beans.
out less.
Lentils.
Yeah, beans, man. Beans
Even
have a lot of
though-
protein.
Beans make my hair not fall out.
They
No.
actually
Beans.
legumes actually like leach minerals from your body. I was just reading that. That's why there's no beans in the Whole30. But I used to eat beans like lentils and stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Wait.
True.
Beans leach mineral. What do they
Yeah,
they
that's,
fuck you
that's
up?
What
you saying?
that's what I read
No,
on
they
the
don't
Whole
fuck you
30.
up.
That's what I read on the Whole30, dude. That's why there's no legumes in that whole diet, which I have never done, and I
But it's
there's
good
no-
for
Because
your
as
hair.
they go through your body, they take minerals and then
I
you
think
shit them out.
they take minerals, but a lot of times you lose hair when you're low in iron. That's
Yes.
what I read. Because I was a vegetarian for a long time. I would have my hair would come out in clumps. But like if you eat like red meats, the dark leafy greens, the legumes and stuff, that really helps. Or like sardines, which I really like. I eat a lot of sardines.
The red meats for sure. But this guy, Jesus
I
Christ.
eat mostly chicken.
Yeah.
Full head of hair.
I swear to God. I
Sardines are
last
good.
time I had red meat was
But iron, you can also
yesterday?
tell if you have an iron deficiency if you look at your you pull your eyelid down right, and if it's very pale, pull yours down, Scopo. Let's see what you're working with. Yours looks okay.
Oh, I'm fucked.
Let me look
What do I
at it.
need?
look through the
Let me
look through
at
the
it.
bags.
Yours looks okay. Yeah, you gotta look. You look not at the white part, but you look at the red underneath it. Yours looks pretty red, actually.
What? You just said it was okay.
No, it's supposed
Am I
to be
red?
You got a lot of red.
It's
Full
supposed
of
to-
iron,
the
bro.
more
It's 'cause I don't-
paler
hey,
it
this is
is,
'cause I don't pump
that
any.
means like you're kind of getting towards like anemia and like iron deficiency.
I would love to be a little anemic.
Why?
Because I'd lose some weight.
Yeah,
Get a couple
get a little
abs.
dizzy, a little dizzy.
I look great.
Well, when I
Did
was
a visual gag for the
vegetarian-
podcast.
Mike pretended
How
to
long were
pass
you
out.
vegetarian?
Like 7 years.
Oh my
I
god.
was vegetarian. I was like vegetarian the whole time I was in college, and then a couple of years after, maybe like 3 or 4 years
Was
after.
was that a what's it called? What's that word, Mike? You're good with the words.
It was an ethical.
Gay?
choice.
ethical.
It was an ethical. I was like animals. But I started eating meat finally when I was doing a bunch of open mics because I could never eat, I wouldn't have any food. It was too hard for me.
Well,
Like,
we all ate a lot of dicks doing open mic.
Yeah, I started eating cock every night.
I couldn't even imagine being hungry and listening to people talk at an open mic. I'd be like, "This guy again? Give me a fucking burger."
I know. I used to be.
Piece
I used to be
of
so
trash.
broke. I remember once like splurging on like a bagel at like Dunkin' Donuts, I was like, I'm just gonna have a little something, like a bagel with butter, and being like, wow, I really treated myself.
That is the worst though, when you're on your phone checking your bank statement and you're like two from the line, and you're like, holy fuck, what do I got here? And you're
Yeah.
like, "Hey, I'll get a bagel.
I got a bagel.
All right, fine. I'll just take the $35 overdraft fee. One schmear, please.
Yeah, but
Smear me up.
being that poor is great for being on a diet, though.
Yeah, that is true.
It is. It is. Like I it's only like recently that I'll like order stuff without like looking at the menu.
Yeah, but then
I'm
you
gonna have a grilled cheese, no tomato.
But that's like the problem with what's happening in this country is the poorer you are, the shittier the food. That's why you're eating McDonald's and Wendy's, all this fast food, and it's making people obese.
I don't fucking buy into that at
Really?
all.
That it's
Yes.
cheaper.
That's
and
100%
easier?
true.
It's cheaper and
It's-
easier
When,
to
I
eat shitty
actually,
fast food.
in my financial world that I was in, okay, back in 08 when they collapsed, we did a
ABC baby.
we did a study on McDonald's and how
Who's we?
the class.
Yeah, but you didn't pay attention.
No, I was in that. I actually had to
Why
do
do you
that.
act like you were
You
part
had
of
to
your own
evaluate.
class?
You had to evaluate McDonald's.
And then you went home and you're like, hey Joe, do this project
No,
on
that was during
McDonald's
class.
for me.
Okay, you only did my fucking
he's,
tests.
he's,
all right?
he's eating a Big Mac going, hey, doing over there, Joe.
Scopo's brother did his homework for him.
No, he did my test for me.
Oh, I'm
Big
sorry.
difference.
I'm
Yeah, I did my own.
So tell
homework.
us about this
No,
study
because
that
it's-
we're gonna make fun
It's
of.
a combination of not enough money plus both parents working too many hours to try to make up for it, so they don't have time to shop and cook, so they get fast food. to make
McDonald's
up
is
for it.
fucking like $8.
But also
Not $1, not
if I had-
99-cent cheeseburger, pal.
I never ate fast. I've never eaten fast food. Even when I was super broke, I've never eaten fast food. Fruits and vegetables are not expensive. It's fucking bananas. You know, you don't like eating fast food every day. Like literally, if you buy a slow cooker, put your food in, you put beans, chicken, veggies. That's what you eat. Like
Yeah, but
you
you're
don't-
talking about one person. If you have
No,
if you have
no, I'm not talking about.
5
I would say
kids,
family,
and you're gonna
yeah.
throw
Yeah.
cucumbers at their head and expect them to eat it.
I want to hear what Scopo's project had to say.
Yeah.
Oh, we just valued the company and had McDonald's. Everyone was all major companies went down during the collapse in 08, but McDonald's actually gained momentum because of the fact that people were going there to feed their kids instead of like once a week. It was up to like 2 to 3 times a week.
Yeah, it's like when funeral homes profit with death. A bus falls off a bridge, funeral home's gonna make a ton of money. They're fucking going, yeah, baby,
I
take
don't know
a
if
truck
that's
with you.
The right analogy.
Yeah, but
It's
I think
pretty
like
pretty dead on.
yes, it's hard. It's hard to if you go like piece by piece and you're like, okay, we could either get a dinner and like we'll either go to the store, buy food for dinner. What's the price between that and going to McDonald's and getting stuff for our kids? If you go like that, yes, it is cheaper to just get McDonald's.
But imagine
if
that's
you're
just like-
if your family eats healthy food and you're getting healthy food one day a week, going to the grocery store, getting all the stuff, and cooking throughout the week, it's cheaper by far.
Sure, but the cheap and easy is the other component to that. But imagine just if you replace 1 or 2 meals a week with your family, like, we just don't have time. We both worked overtime shifts. We're going to get McDonald's on the way home. That's 110 meals a year of shitty McDonald's food.
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with that, though.
And then when the kid gets to be 13, 14, they make their own decisions. They want the shitty food.
I grew up eating shitty food like that, though. Like, my parents, we would have McDonald's all the fucking time. Both my parents worked. My mom was in college. Like, we had, like, little fucking Debbies, little Ho-Hos, all this shit. Like, luckily, I have good genes, but, like, I don't make bad food choices now. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I eat, well, last night I was with you, I ate a carrot cake.
And you had a cookie when you walked in the door.
ate a full carrot cake. But, like,
Yeah,
Can I get a tea? And a carrot
well,
cake.
it's
You're with the
funny
big
'cause
man. You're having a
Car
cake.
and I, like, bond over it, like, shitty Indiana food, but it's like, I'm an adult. I know I want to take care of myself. I make good food choices for myself now as an adult. So it's like, I wasn't necessarily, like, taught, like, you need to eat. Like, when I was in college, I remember, like, I was starting to, like, gain weight. I was like, oh, I need to, like, make good food choices so, I can have the love of a man in my life.
I feel like if I could just stop eating French fries, because that's like
I
the
don't
one.
even like
That's like,
fries.
I love fries.
nobody noticed.
Good. I can't wait to have to edit that part. You fucking idiot.
You
Only because it's embarrassing.
You only ordered 4 sides of fries at last Thursday.
Just one side, and I also got it on some mud sticks. Not a big deal. I came in for a healthy meal. I was like, I'm just gonna have a soup, fries at the table. You getting mud sticks? Split it up.
But see, like
6 coffees in, I'm fucking ready
as I
to die.
get older, though, I have to be careful. Like if I eat like too much shit like that, I do not feel good.
I just
have
love
to eat.
fried
I have to
food.
eat like a bunch of vegetables, pretty much every day. Otherwise, like I might just don't poop at all.
I just love fried food. I just love crispy fried food.
You're from the South, though. I think that's what it is.
That's just
Like,
my
you-
Achilles heel.
Did you? Like,
That was
I
hilarious.
think you got hard.
The way you just looked and said, "I love fried food. I love fried food."
I do. Hey, shocked?
No. No. Sometimes like bread. Even if I eat bread, I pass it. Like I'm so
Bread's
tired.
terrible.
Yeah,
for you.
carbs are not good. I mean, I'll eat like a whole wheat like piece of bread. Like I'll definitely, but
Oh, you'll eat a whole wheat piece of bread. I'm a loaf a day, freaking the fuck out. No, why don't you feel good? I don't know. It was 17 pieces of rye for breakfast. It's psycho. I gotta get rid of carbs.
But I mean, like, I'll eat bad food. I'll eat like a pie. I'll get pumpkin pie
Full
from
pie.
the grocery store. Not maybe like I'll go half one day, half the next day.
That's a full
It's a full
pie.
pie, yeah.
That's a full pie. Not in one sitting though. You half, then I save half. Eat half, save half.
11:30 p.m. 12:01 other half.
Yeah.
Do you gain weight though? Or you just
I will. I
You
mean,
will?
like,
Eventually, she's planning on it.
I actually in the past like couple years I've gained a little bit of weight. I used to weigh about like 115 and now I weigh like 120. So it's like I've kind of gotten I think I just once I turned 30 my metabolism started slowing down. But I work out pretty frequently, but I also kind of decided like, I don't care about 5 pounds here or there. If I gain another 5 pounds, I don't even think I would care because it's just like it's such like a thing, to value your self-worth on your weight as a woman. It's just like it's so exhausting. Just keep going to therapy and be like, no, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're healthy and you make right decisions,
No, it's disgusting. Lose the weight.
Well,
This was fun.
this is a good time.
I feel like we
When do you
never
go-
even started the podcast. I feel like we've just been getting ready to do a podcast
We've
the
been-
whole time.
we've been
just talk,
gabbing.
baby. We just go. When are you going home? Are you going home for Christmas?
Yeah, I'm going Christmas Eve.
That's
Coming
that's
back
the
New Year's
dream.
Eve.
That's
Got
the
a show,
dream.
New York Comedy Club, New Year's Eve, 6 p.m. My man is on the show. Then we're gonna spend New Year's together like lovers.
What are you guys doing something for New Year's?
No, we're just gonna stay in, just the
that's
two of us.
nice.
Pizza, wine,
That's gonna be a good
So
time.
pizza,
adorbs.
wine, love. That's basically
His place or
I
the
think.
ladder home?
We'll go. He doesn't like to come up the ladder.
I would. I don't think he fit.
He'll come
He's
up
a
it.
big man.
He'll come up it, but I'm always worried. I'm like, what if he falls? Like,
How are you gonna help?
He's a
I know.
goddamn
What are you gonna
big man.
Yeah.
Come up the ladder.
I know. I'm like, do you want me to go behind you? He's like, that's not gonna help. He's gonna fall on me.
Wait,
But
who
I-
goes first? You or him?
I do. But
Okay.
I do live across the street from the emergency. Oh, I don't want to stop saying where I live. So I'm gonna get fucking stalked by this podcast. I'm afraid as it is.
We've had people over our house that have listened to the podcast, and I'm going to tell you, some of it was a good idea. We got a couple really dope fans that came over, and then a couple other ones.
Yeah.
What happened to the cookie lady?
Cookie
Didn't you have
lady.
some fan whose mom was making you cookies?
Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about I'll get some
Did we
cookies,
really? I can't remember
please?
that.
Yeah.
How about send us some more cookies, Mom? Come on. What happened? It fell off. Do you think she still listens? No.
I don't remember this.
What happened?
Well,
Can you talk about it?
we get.
I don't know what's happening. I honestly don't remember.
You don't remember the
I've got the-
cookie.
Okay,
I've
here.
got the brain of
I
a
think
gnat.
I think I'll give him a couple hints,
I've got
and then
terrible
he'll
memory.
refresh his
I
memory.
think you all fucked her.
I think Mike
Was that
had
what
sex
it
with
is?
her.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
With cookies?
You fucked the cookies.
Hey, I remember now.
The Cookie Monster.
Mike hears cookies and he gets hard.
Just my initial reaction. I don't care who's got it. My dick's going to touch the back of their kneecap. I'll tell you that right now. Also, so now's a good time to plug the podcast because we're coming to the end of the year, and come January, this podcast is going to be new.
Yeah, explain what it is. Should we explain it?
Yeah, well, why don't you tell the new name of the podcast?
I forgot.
Buddy, cookies, sex, come on.
Sex cookies.
Sex cookie.
Sex cookies.
Cookies.
Oh,
Ew.
I'm kidding.
It's gonna be called Sweet Buddies.
we're here to help.
We're here to help.
How about my pussy smells like cookies? That's one of my catchphrases for a character I do.
My pussy smells like cookies.
Yeah. My pussy smells like cookies.
What kind though? Cinnamon? Sugar? That's fine. I'm getting hard
Chocolate
and hard. Just don't flip that the other way. My cookie smells like pussy. Come on.
Fish cookies.
Fish.
Cookie.
So the podcast is going to turn into every week we're going. So the idea is that I think that I'm better than Scopo and Chris.
Why?
Scopo and Alex. Alex thinks he's better than me and Chris.
For sure.
Chris thinks he's better than the two of us. And we also think that we each individually have the best advice for the other person. And we obviously know how to run everybody else's lives. So the idea is that we're here to help. We're going to each week challenge somebody. Two people are going to challenge the other person to do something that they think is going to help them in some way.
Be a better
Clean
person.
up this house.
Something. So and throughout in between the podcast throughout the week, we have to do exactly what we're told. And if we don't, there's a punishment that we'll have to do on the
Whoa,
podcast.
submissive.
Yeah, so there's gonna be
There's the punishment where you come.
yeah, so we're gonna be recording and like filming throughout the week each person, the people who are challenging the other person, to keep track of it and to try to catch them not doing what they're supposed to be doing.
I can't wait to challenge Scopo to not use monodoxal.
No, they're all going to be
No,
reasonable shit.
you can't do that. You
it'll
can't
be
do
fun, but it's challenging as well. So, and then we're also going to be taking advice, giving our own brand of terrible advice to people. They could call in, they could email in. So, yeah, it's going to be the Sweet Buddies. We're here to help.
So it's like the Sweet Buddies, but like with a premise now.
Yeah, so we're going to have a little bit more of a premise.
Instead of what just happened right here.
which should be fun. We're excited about it, and but you might see some new logos, some new branding. Who knows? But yeah, so if you think about it now, if you want to get in any advice or questions you might have for us to help, you can email us at sweetbuddies@gmail.com. But that's going to change eventually too. But
How many listeners do you guys have? Like 36?
1,000 probably.
36,000, really?
No, we have a pretty
million.
good amount of downloads.
All right.
It's mostly just me clicking repeat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it's fun.
That's
So
great.
yeah, we're here to help. That's the new thing coming in January. So you'll still be able to get all the old Sweet Buddies podcast episodes, but we're just going to be changing it up a little bit, just to kind of have a little bit more of a focused direction. And yeah.
Fuck yeah, sexy.
It should be fun. So it's coming up on the holidays. So next time you know, hopefully everyone has a good Christmas. Hopefully all your buddies out there are I don't know how to end this.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Can we plug our shit?
This is great. What's this, an
Let
episode of
the
Sopranos?
rule time share
Sopranos
some
Christmas episode?
from now on. Out of sight. That's all I got.
Finish it. Take us home.
I don't know the rest of it.
No, don't sing anymore.
Please don't.
All right. Anything else? You want to plug anything? Good?
Mr. Alex Pavone, Pavone. You could follow my picks, Pavy's Picks, if you want to be a big old winner. And I'm on,
Maggie's Picks.
Pavy's picks. How about a big old loser?
yeah, 2-1 last night. Suck my balls.
Well, what were you Sunday? What were you Sunday?
New Year's
What were you
Eve
Sunday?
at Niagara
Exactly.
Falls, Ontario.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That'll be good.
fun.
I'll be at the Laughing Skull Lounge in Atlanta New Year's Eve and the whole weekend leading up to New Year's Eve.
I'll be
That'll
at the
fun.
New York Comedy Club in New York City at 6 p.m. with my boyfriend. Love.
I'll be on the couch next to Katie and her boyfriend.
It's a wine, baby. All right, buds. Happy Christmas. See you soon.
Yay.
This has been
Bye.
another episode of the Sweet Buddies podcast. Thank you for listening. Visit www.sweetbuddiespod.com for all show information, past episodes, tour dates, and more. Follow the show on Twitter at Sweet Buddies and your hosts at Big Man Mike, at Mr. Alex Pavone, and at Chris Scopo. Have yourself a sweet day.